Hello, class. We're all the way up to chapter 12, which is about customer relationship management and customer relationship management systems, as we're in an MIS class. So, what's becoming more and more important is as the world becomes less personal, becomes more impersonal. Things are bigger. We're dealing with global businesses. It's easy to get lost in the shuffle with all the different services and options offered today. And so CRM systems are about maintaining or creating intimacy with customers, making sure that they feel like you have personalized service for them, even if you do not. And so the name of the game with any kind of customer management is maximizing the lifetime value of that customer. And so that means how much is a customer going to spend on your company, on your services or products over the lifetime of their relationship with you. And so, of course, different industries have different markers that they look for, and different industries will spend different amounts to increase or maintain that lifetime value with a customer. Also, the purpose is to minimize customer churn, which is the number of customers that are leaving. It usually costs you a lot more money to obtain a customer than it takes to keep one. And obviously, also, if they're leaving, they're usually leaving because they're dissatisfied, and they're going to tell people about that, which might encourage more churn. So, all of the interactions that your company has with a customer, or the modes through which you have these interactions, are called customer touch points. So a Twitter feed, a Facebook account, an email, a suggestion box in your physical store, any of those things are touch points, opportunities for you to sort of gain points or lose points with your customers as you will. And so there's a couple of different specific types of CRM systems. One is called collaborative CRM systems, and those really involve making sure that there are proper communications across the company, bridging over to that customer. So we talked in the past about different parts of the business, like accounting or sales or production, sort of growing organically MIS systems that didn't talk to each other. They didn't do the same things, and it could be difficult, especially in a big company, to get things to work because these systems weren't talking to each other. And a collaborative CRM system means that not only are these different parts of the company speaking with each other, but also that the customer is feeling that it's sort of a uniform process, or they're only dealing with one company. They don't have to deal with your internal bureaucracy. There are operational CRM systems, and this usually involves the different components of the business. So on the front office side, you're talking about sales, marketing, service, the things that are really directly affecting customers. So again, within all of these systems, they have sort of different overlapping names for some of these processes, and also there's a lot of fragmented pieces that you could have potentially in each one of these sort of sections. So just to talk about a couple of systems that are handy, Salesforce automation. So for example, tracking all the customers that you've seen. So I worked for an insurance company, and they dealt with seniors, and they would get leads in, and so you'd have to track what leads came in, what type of lead were they, who contacted them, what type of interaction did they have, did they end up purchasing any products, did they maintain those products past the first stage of the life cycle, meaning did they, after a year of a policy, did they renew it or did they cancel it, all those kinds of things. And so the technology now is really useful for collecting and managing that data. You also have systems that assist you with cross-selling, upselling, or bundling. If you've ever worked retail, you know you're at the register And like I worked at a bookstore, a chain bookstore, so you weren't just supposed to say, okay, did you find everything that you needed and thanks for shopping? You were supposed to say, oh, did you know that we also have this special book light that can attach itself to your book? And we'll always make sure you have the proper light on your pages, or you're interested in one, kind of thing. That's upselling. And cross-selling is saying, well, I see that you are buying a lawnmower. Would you also like to purchase a seed dispenser so that you can spread grass seed across your lawn and then can mow it? So you're trying to get them to buy more things. And of course, I think the text references Amazon for this because they're the masters of this. They always say, well, other people have bought this along with the item that you're buying. And then finally, bundling, which you'll often see in the telecommunications industry. They'll say, hey, we'll give you a better deal if you buy AT&T wireless cell phone service, and also your home phone line is through that, and your internet. And then we'll also bundle in some satellite TV, which right now AT&T has a deal with DirecTV. So that's bundling. So they try to have almost the monopoly on that type of service for you, and they offer you a better deal in exchange. So there are customer touching, or eCRMs, which means that people can now interact with your company and get the help that they need without your assistant. So sometimes this can be annoying for customers. If you've ever tried to call an insurance company or a phone company, you end up dealing with their automated systems and you can never really get to a person. Or companies that have a lot of free services like Google, you go on and you're welcome to browse through their FAQs or talk to the community, but you can't always get a person to assist you. Those are customer touching, or eCRMs. And then so operational CRM systems were sort of a big category, and then analytical CRM systems are sort of their counterpoint as a large category. And those are the systems that track and measure and try to pattern customer behavior. So again, the goal is to maximize the lifetime value of that customer. So they want to see, well, people who buy our low-end items, like they buy, we sell jeans and they buy the lowest level of jeans, the jeans that are for $30, and we sell them up to $120. So the people that buy $30 jeans, if we give them a $5 off coupon, they buy twice as much per year. And so you would say, okay, so we're going to send out a $5 coupon right before the holidays, and we're going to do that every couple of years. Whereas we know the people that buy $120 jeans aren't really affected by the coupons as much. So those analytical systems allow you to tell what's going to happen and decide where best to apply your discounts and where to spend your marketing dollars and those kinds of things. And so finally, we'll talk about just these CRM systems. Like with any system, there's a number of different ways that you can set them up. One way is to have them on premises, meaning they're hosted on your servers and you maintain them and you manage them and you deal with the troubleshooting. And the other type is an on-demand CRM system, which the text uses the example of Salesforce for a sales management system. They host the data on their cloud, on their servers. You can access it, but they're responsible. So the issue with that type is that you don't have as much control over the options sometimes, or what's offered, or if they decide to raise the price on you, or if the company gets sold or closes, you lose access to that material. And in the negative, if you have it on premises, is of course you're maintaining all the stuff and paying for the IT people to maintain those systems and those databases. So that's just sort of a quick recap about CRM, and we will talk to you next week.